Molly, you need something good.
Yeah, so I liked how you really, you explored the supply chain and you asked a lot of probing questions to find pain points. And then also when you asked for the invoice, you told him, you explained the benefit to him, not why you need it, but why they need to give it to you. So I liked how you did that.
Annie, what do you think?
I think there's a ton of good stuff on here, but overall, just what I've seen a lot is you did a really good job of anticipating his response. It was even to the point where there was a brief pause and you'd set him up so well with, what is your freight minimum? You just kind of knew. You had the witness ready because you knew what they were going to say.
There you go. Yep. Go to the second slide.
The process improvement.
Yes. This one I liked a lot. Why? You talk about this all the time, right? You take this from here, and now you're shrinking me down into something here, right? But we
I
laid
could
it
have
out.
made it shorter, but that tracking and everything, I didn't want to cloud up the second one.
Right.
so.
But at the same time, you're laying it out for them to understand that this is what it looks like here, and now I'm going to put something in place here that's going to take you down to this much, right? So I like how you just laid it out there versus us going into some of these other slides and all this other stuff, and I don't know. I just like how it's set up like this. I like process flow things because I feel like it makes it easy for them to understand where they're at and then what we're going to try to go to. I love that. That was, for me, I like that a lot. So
That's one thing we talked about from improving from the last.
yeah, I love that because I just feel like it makes it so much simpler for you to understand. Like, look at all these steps that you're doing right now and how I'm going to take it down.
The two characteristics that I was supposed to work on is tailor to the customer and war stories.
Yes.
I brought the war story with the GFP.
Yep.
That happened yesterday. That was real.
Yep.
And then I tailored the slides not only with, hey, I know your process, but I highlighted the dimensional weight because that's a huge factor for you. And then I said, hey, I did some research on your own products that you have, and this is something I noticed that maybe you didn't notice.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I worked on those two characteristics.
I agree. I think that the war story was great. I mean, I think you put it in exactly how you should have played it, and I thought that was good. So yeah, so we saw both of those. I saw the credibility, I think the tailoring the slides, I saw them both there.
The main thing was I didn't have actual values because I don't have those values in real life. I want to make up numbers.
Okay.
So these, like I said, these were things that I feel can benefit this company, and with the invoices provided, I'd actually be able to give them numbers. So I didn't want to just throw random numbers up there.
No, I thought it was great. Anything that we feel like we could have changed? What do you
I only
guys?
saw one tiny thing. I had to really pay attention. But there was one time when Lou said, "We can't really do that right now. We have no bandwidth." There may have been an instance where we could have stepped in and be like, "Is there anything we can do on our end to to maximize and give you guys more bandwidth, whether that be a solution or whatever else?" I mean, that's realistically
Okay.
the whole thing. That's the only thing I saw.
The one thing I found might be even more nitty gritty than that. It was literally one sentence you said at the very beginning when you're talking about the UPS shipping API.
Mm-hmm.
You said, "I think this may actually benefit your company." At this point, you know it's going to benefit their company.
Sure.
That's a good point. I like that.
It feels like you actually knew them better than they knew them.
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
I like that. How could you just said it differently?
What I had said?
Mhm.
Yeah. This product is going to benefit your company. Just take out the "I think" and make it less passive and more direct.
Or I feel very confident.
Yeah, I feel strongly that this will.
You never want to say I absolutely 100%
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I feel very strongly about this. I feel very confident.
Yeah.
I think
That's a good point.
I didn't want to say I know because in the last
Yeah.
time we did
Yep.
this, I
Don't do that.
assumed a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
and that's something I wanted to work on as a
I
like,
feel
person.
strongly, I feel confident. That's those are perfect ways to be able to relay that, the confidence there, and get them to buy into what you're selling.
What is the objective of this presentation?
To put in more solutions with the customer to make them stay with UPS as opposed to just getting another rate from FedEx.
So they have converted the business to?
Yes, as of Thursday, yesterday.
Okay.
So it's almost a backward approach.
Backward
where
sales
We walked in,
process.
we got the pricing, we got it down, now we've gotta go protect it.
Yeah, I walked
So
in,
Mhm.
we had a brief conversation, I said, if I can get you better pricing, would you switch? He said, yes. And so since we're in kind of an accelerated sales cycle, I said, let's do that first. And then through the presentation of the pricing, when I showed it to him, I said, hey, look, I want to present some solutions to you that may help you. Let me get some stuff together.
Okay.
And so that's why I'm getting Bruce involved as well.
Okay.
Molly, you got anything?
No, I
This-
think,
this-
oh.
Do they have their own website or do they only sell on Amazon?
Only Amazon Wayfair.
Okay, so then go, and this is more for everybody, so go down a few slides to, that, no, go up. No, the one with the My Choice and Access Point.
Oh, yeah, that one.
So one of the hard things when people sell on Amazon and Wayfair, they are no longer our customer's customer for the most part, right? They've now
Okay.
become Amazon's customer or Wayfair's customer. So
Mhm.
some things aren't as impactful, right?
Right.
So like, I don't know if you're positioning ship to access point or using My Choice to get packages to an access point. So I was a little confused, right?
I think Blue brought that point too.
And then if the stuff is furniture and it dims to over 44 pounds,
Mhm.
it can't go to an access point.
Okay. That's
Oh,
what I
really?
didn't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you're only working with lockers, right? Or you're working.
No, you're working with a store. So,
Stores.
and so if it's 40, so if it's
See it,
44
though.
pounds or over,
What?
I think I learned that one the hard way.
well, I know, but how are you supposed to know? So
Yeah.
this is one area that I.
No, I learned
way
it because
too
I was
much.
trying to pick up something and I wouldn't go to the access point. That's what I
Right,
learned.
that's
By
why-
actuality.
Right, so the technology will stop it if it's over 40, I think it's 44
Yeah.
pounds, and there's some length.
And also the Amazon, if you're trying to deliver something with Amazon to a locker, it won't deliver if it's over a certain size.
Okay, right, so right, and,
I
if
think
it
my
was going to an
Life-
access
life-
point, the store could refuse it.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, well, you don't have space for it, whether, do you know what I mean, whether
Yeah.
it's in that, like, so if their stuff is too big, which I think it might be,
Yeah, yeah.
or if too much of it is too big, I would just stay away from it.
Okay.
But you
do
could
think
go
My
down the
Choice
My Choice route
For
for.
re-delivery day or whatever?
But, right, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was
Yes.
thinking.
And then, so international expansion, I think is also a little hard when you can't use our tools because you have to
Yeah.
use,
That's why I put it as like a future
yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
Because there may be a point in the future where he wants his own website. He said, briefly mentioned like maybe down the line, but not right now. So I was kind of tossed it in there. So just something we can talk about down the road.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna nitpick you because I,
Please.
you're stuck with me. Solutions visit and warehouse redesign is kind of redundant. I would
Okay.
set up the exploratory solutions visit and let Bruce, let it evolve.
Okay, sure.
Because especially with customers your size, and they'd be like, oh, this sounds great, and then we're like, well, it's 50 grand, right? We don't-
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
So if you ship on Amazon, are you able to use My Choice or no?
Oh, you can absolutely, if you're, the customer can absolutely use My Choice for their package. But you couldn't do a ship to access point, or you can't customize alerts, like, because it's gonna, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, because Amazon's not gonna want you to put your stuff on
Right,
there.
just like you can't
Yeah.
throw materials in the box. So it's kind of weird, some instances maybe you will, but everything that I order still always says Amazon,
Mhm.
even if someone else ships it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do anything. Because I asked him about advertising his own brand. And he's like, no, we don't advertise. So,
Right.
It gets tricky.
What they usually do is they'll get another company name or another website that is like different.
Yeah, so they have two company names already.
Yeah.
And so Glamour Homes, what's on Amazon Wayfair, and they have the L&D Trade LLC, which is like their actual company name, but they haven't done their own website yet.
Yeah.
That's not something that is immediate, that's like a down the road type thing.
Cool.
Yeah, and then the other one that would be cool for them would be like a solid commerce, which would allow them to get to more marketplaces.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not an e-fulfillment candidate, which they aren't, because their stuff's too big.
Is that what it is, the size of it?
I think the size would make it hard.
Yeah, it would
Because you
get the
pay for storage
fees,
based
yeah.
on square feet,
Okay.
cubic space.
Gotcha.
So this is where a classic example of being able to come here to practice and put this out there. It opens up to some things that maybe we need some tweaks. Don't put that in there because adjust it. Or if we're not here in the QBR sessions, go go and review with Molly every Thursday or before.
Every other Thursday.
Every other Thursday, or call her, make an appointment for something. But at least review it with her, let her take a look at it, and then, so that way we're not putting out other information that is not useful, right? Or we just can't do.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense. So try not to take your stuff out like, or finish it like the morning of, and then run out there and try to present it, you know? Or 5 minutes in the parking lot, and you're like, oh man, I gotta get this in.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have some other eyes take a look at it. Okay.
We're actually honestly better off meeting before you guys work on the PowerPoint, I think.
Okay.
Ludwig, anything you wanna add?
No, I think your process is gelling into something really good here. I think we've still got some situations where what you guys are presenting, it may not be what you're actually planning to present to the customer. I don't need you to answer that, I just got my feelings on that, right?
I got an
So, and whatever that is, you guys are gonna choose to put a message in front of your customers, but I saw a lot of slides today that were very busy. I saw some that were really good. Borrow, steal, take from one another. Don't keep doing this on your own. I think I've said a million times to you guys, it's all the same. You're doing the same thing over and over again. Your visits are the same, your investigations are the same. I know the customers seem different, they're really not. They all do the same crap, right? So once you pin down what really works and what's good, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just use it. Because the slide, to be honest with you, is about 20% of the importance here. It's the conversation.
Yeah.
There was a point in there where there was one slide, like the one with the blue on it, the one
That one?
go up. Yeah, that one. I glanced and it was a little busy, but you engaged me immediately and I forgot the slide was there. I couldn't read it because you had already pulled me in with like the first tagline up there or something, and I really ignored the presentation. Now the good thing is when I go back and look at that, the 4 points you made in our discussion are there and I can reference them. So a bad slide can be overcome by a good facilitator any day. But if you're bad at both of them, it could go pretty bad for you. But I'm proud of all you guys. I think you're doing great. Keep it up.
Yeah, I think that, Austin, I know this is your last one, so thank you for